Hey guys, welcome to this week's Riff of the Week video. This is number 4 in the series. This is related to last week's video, sort of a part 2, if you will, on the inside picking technique that we discussed last week. We're going to go into some more uses for it, a little bit deeper into why that technique is so important, and we'll talk a little bit about some applications of it. You will have seen the close-ups on the actual production of the technique, how to pick in that way, if you are one of my students. If you're not one of my students, then jump on board with us, and you can learn this kind of stuff too, not just through these videos, but also through lessons and other products and different things that I have for my students. So if you're interested in that, you can send me a message at cdguitarinstruction@gmail.com, and just put in there that you're asking about lessons and kind of how that works. I'll give you some details, and we'll get you on a path to becoming a really great guitar player really quickly. I think my students can attest that the focus is all about how to get you results, how to get them quickly, and how to get them as efficient as possible for you. And that's different for every student, so it's not necessarily a one-size-fits-all, here's your video, here's your lesson plans, here's your tablature, or whatever. It is tailored to you as the individual so that you get the results that you really want. And so send me a message about that, and we'll get you hooked up. For my students and for anybody watching this video, let's get right into this, and let's talk a little bit about some inside picking. So I'm going to play a little piece of a riff that I was doing in the introduction, and then we're going to talk about what it is I'm actually doing, why this technique is so important for you to really learn and really master, if at all possible, and then what you can do to apply it to other things you might be playing. So let's jump right in, and we'll learn how to rock and roll a little bit. Forth between a couple of strings to add some flavor to some of the power chords or the different kinds of things you might want to do. Now, there's a lot of applications for that, and we'll talk a little bit about those. But the actual technique itself is one really important technique to understand for the guitar. Not so much on the left hand and how to become really efficient at that and accurate all the time. But in the right hand, this inside picking technique is really, really important. As I say to my students frequently, oftentimes the difference between a great guitar player and an okay guitar player has very little to do with the left hand. It's all in the right hand. Of course, talk about the most efficient way of picking and the way that offers you the fastest results, the most efficient results, the highest level of picking ability, things you can do to make that better. This technique is one of the places where we really have to practice that efficiency because it will make a very big difference for you. Problems. I spent years wondering why I could play certain riffs with certain picking combinations quickly without having any trouble. And then I would go to play other riffs that maybe weren't even as fast, or through the D, down through the G, up through the D, down, up. Okay, and I'll turn the volume up so you can hear which note exactly I'm doing. Downstroke first, upstroke. Unfortunately, you're moving farther than you actually have to, and because of the way the physics of that is designed, you have to bounce your hands. So it makes you slow and it makes you inaccurate. Now, I told you there are two basic pick techniques you need to learn. This is the one we're focusing on for today, is the inside picking. The other technique, just so you know what is coming, is sweep picking. Okay. Of this inside picking motion, as small of a thing as it seems, is one of the foundational pieces of your ability to play what you want to play on the guitar. Inside picking technique, which is what the riff from today is doing. Anymore. So, hope you've enjoyed this. If you are interested in becoming a student of mine and you're not already, and you want to see more things like this, and you want to see the full-length videos, you want to be on the inside of the knowledge of how to be a great guitar player, send me an email, cdguitarinstruction@gmail.com. I'll be glad to get back with you. We can discuss the details of how you can become a student of mine or how you can learn to play these kinds of things and learn the guitar inside and out in ways that you didn't even realize you were missing out on. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you had a great time. I hope you have a lot of fun with this lick. I hope it helps out. And I will see you guys for next week's video. Rock on.